Hey everybody, it's Norris with the Norris Group. It's Friday, March 10th, and how did you get into real estate? That and much more as we cover the biggest headlines in real estate. Up on the radio show and the podcast this week, we've got Eric Hernandez. He is an Inland Empire-based commercial guy at Lee & Associates. He's going to be talking a lot about the commercial world, vacancy rates versus the availability rates and how to know the difference, the countries that saw the biggest push of foreign investors into the U.S., and if commercial people are worried about a recession this year. So you don't want to miss that on the podcast and the radio show. Home prices in the U.S. increased 6.9% according to CoreLogic's latest report. Fannie Mae reported an all-time high for consumer confidence, which increased by 5.6 percentage points to 88.3. The latest report from Adam Data Solutions showed a 3% increase in home flipping last year, putting it at its highest in 10 years. CoreLogic says 1 million homeowners moved out of the negative equity territory in 2016. That's great news. And now, this is hard to believe. I didn't believe it when I first read it. Supposedly, CoreLogic says 93.8% of all mortgaged properties now have equity. So maybe we'll have more of a move-up market in the near future. Finally, mortgage rates are also at their highest. All this talk about rising interest rates and more buyers coming into the market, pushing up rates. 30-year rates at 4.21% and 15-year rates are at 3.42%. Man, remember those 2% rates? Jeez. Doug Duncan with Fannie Mae says millennials are experiencing strong increase in job confidence and income gains. Does it mean they'll start buying houses? Well, it looks like they're starting. Fannie Mae says millennials are starting to create households at a faster rate. The issue is, unfortunately, they're sort of entering a fairly heated market with short supply. But on average, 50% of millennial buyers actually have a kid. So the kiddos might be part of the reasons that they're driving into home ownership. Not all of them are getting to stay in the urban core, but are moving out to the suburbs that are a little bit more affordable. And guess what? Gen Xers are also getting off the fence, becoming buyers more often. So who knows? 2017 might be a pretty exciting year. Airbnb just announced they closed the latest round of funding totaling $1 billion, and now the company's worth a total of around $31 billion. What are they going to do with that $1 billion? Maybe spend a little bit more time on the global market. We'll have to wait and see. But they even turned a profit in 2016. That's rare these days for tech companies. So the last story, how did you get into real estate? I've been thinking a lot about all the different people that we get to work with, and I love to hear everybody's story. I'm a former actor. I never thought I would be in real estate, and here I am 12 years later with the Norris Group, owning rentals, doing notes, and I've just had a blast, and I'd love to find out. How did you get into real estate? If you're on YouTube, please leave a comment below and don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss a beat. If you're on Facebook, please don't forget to not only like the Norris Group page, but don't forget to add us to your See First list and with notifications on. Leave your comments below the video. And if we miss something, share the story on our comment sections on either YouTube or Facebook, and we'll make sure to include it on our blog at thenorrisgroup.com/blog. We did finally get the reports in. We sold out our February 4th event. The 2% interest rates, $40 trillion in debt, and other surprise endings. We just got more reports in, so if you're interested in purchasing that, we are making the video and the audio available online after shipping you the 250-page report with over 400 charts. It's nerdy, but it's a 10-year report, so it's got a really lot of important information, so you're going to want to have that for your library for the 10 years ahead. April 10th, we're going to be doing 10 life-changing days of a real estate investor at LA South RIA, and then on the 20th, 10 days later, we'll be in LA again, but in Pasadena. We all know that those two cities are very far apart, probably take an hour and a half to get to each other, but 2 times in LA, and we will be doing May 24th, the AOA $1 Million Trade Show. I believe it's free. If you've never been to this event, it's at the Long Beach Convention Center. Lots of vendors, so if you're doing rentals, you might want to go check out what some of the apartment owners are doing for some of the rehabs in their houses, and the vendors are pretty cool, and they have great speakers throughout the day, so definitely check that out. And June 1st, the Southern California chapter of the Appraisal Institute, Bruce was going to be the keynote there. They have an all-day session of education for appraisers, but if you're in the Inland Empire, you might want to check it out. For more information on hard money lending, including fix and flip, buy and hold, and new construction, starting at just 6.9%, check out thenorrisgroup.com. If you want more information on passive investing with trust deeds, check out tngtrustdeeds.com. With that, have a fantastic weekend, and we'll see you next week.